Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fine. So today I come up with a new lesson, computer and its components. So this is your first chapter. I already sent you your PDF ebook. So refer the book and first read the lesson before you're going to listen this video. First read the lesson, first chapter, then you can easily understand. Now I just want to start this lesson. First, what is a computer? Think you all of you know, and actually in this chapter what I'm explaining is you already learned in the fifth class, like what is a computer, what are the benefits of a computer, like what are input devices, output devices, storage devices, and processing devices we are going to discuss in this chapter. But you all know already learned these things in the fifth class only. Still, just in the first chapter they have given just to revise everything what you have learned in the earlier classes. So that's why I'm explaining now I'm started with what is a computer. Here is, as you know, computer is an electronic device which is used to do many things. Like we now the best example is now you're watching my videos through computer, and you're taking online classes also through computer, you're playing games, and you're doing some documents, many things all of you know. And uh, so the computer has become the main part of our life. So most of our daily activities either it involve use of computer or depend upon the information delivered from computer. And I just want to introduce some terms related to the computer. So I think where sometimes we call it as what is storage, hardware, software, network, internet, all these terms, but again I'm just repeating. Like a software means the set of instructions or set of programs, and hardware means like the physical parts of a computer, like a keyboard, mouse, and CPU, whatever. And user means, so now generally we use a user many times. So you listen, what is user means? User means nothing, the person who are using the computer. Now right now you are using the computer to listen the video, that means you are a user. I use the computer to make this video, so that means I'm a user. So user means the person who uses the computer is called a user. What is processing? Processing means just the transformation of data into information. Like I'm just giving lecture to you, just explaining something to you. That means some data I'm just giving, and it just transforming from me to the computer, and from the computer to you, just it is transforming. That is, everything is a process here. It is a processing. And what is the benefits of a computer? What are the benefits of a computer? Benefits of using computer, that is versatility. Reliability mean, what is here reliability means, reliability is nothing but is accurate, means this correctness. See, do the things, it gives the output in a correct way, it never makes mistakes. We can make the mistakes sometimes, but computer never make mistakes. And next one is storage. We can store large amount of data in a computer, so lots of information we can store. Next one is quality. Computer is by using computer we are creating a high quality documents and high quality drawings we can make, and high quality presentations we can make. So it gives good quality information. So these are the benefits of using a computer. Then how does a computer works? Computer works, it takes input and it processes it, and it manipulates the data and it gives the output. right? But okay, everything is good, it takes the input and processes it and gives the output. But all this happened, we need something, some devices we need, right? So yes, you're right. So we need devices. Like if we want to give input to the computer, we need input devices, right? And if you want to display some output on the computer, if you want to produce some output from the computer, we need output devices. Like in between input and output, some process is there. So it's not happened at a time, just I'm giving input and it is giving output. It's not like that. Something processing is happening here. So that is done by the processing unit. And once the output is got, you got the outputs, we need some space to store the data. We need some space, that is we can use storage device here. Now in just brief description, just a brief details about input devices. So these are the input devices we have, like keyboard, mouse, touchpad, joystick, graphic tablet, touch screen, motion input, digital camera, microphone, scanner, barcode reader, magnetic ink character, recognition reader, or we can call it as MICR reader also. And what are these input devices? I'm going to explain to you. First one is keyboard. So we have different types of keyboard. So first one is wireless keyboard. You can see on the screen wireless keyboard means that means you in the name itself having wireless. That means we won't use any cable to connect to the computer. So this is a wireless keyboard. So here this wireless keyboard uses the wireless technology to works and to give input to the computer. So that means wireless technology. What is wireless technology? How it is taking giving input, how it is giving, it transmits the data to the system unit using wireless technology. Then how we are getting data, mobile data or any data, wireless technology we are using, we are not using cables also, just directly we are getting data through wireless technology. In the same way we have wireless cable keyboard. Next one is compact keyboard. This is the compact keyboard. Compact keyboard is nothing but this is a very small in size, we can hold it in a hand. It is you can see in the mobiles also, mobiles mostly using compact keyboard. That is means older phones, you can see Motorola, BlackBerry mobile phones, you can see compact keyboard. The keyboards are built in the top of the system unit and are permanently attached with things. That means those keyboard generally we can see in the lab, some keyboards are like wireless keyboards, normal keyboards, they are not fixed some place. We can take it and we can keep it, plug it and we can plug it off, we can do. But these compact keyboards are just they fixed with some devices like this, we can see on the screen. Next one is Braille keyboard. Braille keyboard means the name itself having Braille people, the keyboards used by the Braille people. So we can say in the keyboards we can see on the screen some dots are there to identify the letters and numbers. So by touching on the dots they have given in on the keys, they can identify the keys and they can use the keyboards, Braille keyboard like this. And next one is laser keyboard. Laser keyboard means it is like we can not see that physically through the laser light, through the laser rays we can see the keyboard, and we cannot touch it physically. We just use it like you can touch the keys and it will display on the particular device which is connected to the laser. Next one is mouse. So we know that mouse is, we can also call it as pointing device, to point on something on the screen, to select something on the screen we can use mouse here. So mouse is also a input device. So mouse is also divided into different types. First one is mechanical mouse. Mechanical mouse means mechanical mouse which has the round, we can see on the picture here. This is the mechanical ball which is placed under the mouse here. By because of this ball only the we can move this mouse freely. So the balls which is having inside the mouse, that is mechanical mouse. Next one is optical mouse. Optical mouse means it uses the laser technology. How you use the laser keyboard, same way it uses the laser technology to move on the screen. Next one is wireless mouse. Same like wireless keyboard, we have wireless mouse also. So it uses the wireless technology through it transmits the data to the system unit and it gives the output on the screen. Next one is air mouse. Air mouse is looks like a remote only, and it has some antenna also. To use this air mouse, we have it some antenna, and it just in the air only. We just move the mouse in the air. It will point on. We can move the mouse pointer on the screen. Also, we can just point. We can select the things on the screen. Next, touch mouse. Touch mouse means based on the senses of our fingers, that it identifies which button you pressed on the mouse, or right button or left button, by touch fingers and fingers along with the surface of the pad. So just touch gestures and it recognizes the letters or swipes or pinches anything by using this touch gestures. Next one is touchpad. Touchpad, you know that in the laptops we are using to use like a mouse. We can use the touchpad, and the screens also touch screens we are using. Next one is joystick. Joystick is mainly used in the games to play online games or any computer games. This is also one kind of input device. Next, graphic tablet. So we can see on the screen like this, it comes with a pad and a pen, like a pen. If you write something or if you just point on this tablet, it just directly is connect to the computer and it moves on the screen. So this is a very high technology. And next one, touch screen like mobile phones and ATMs. We can see if you want to operate the ATMs there, we can see the touch screen facility. Next, webcam and digital cameras. These are also coming under input devices only. Webcam, it takes the input. Input means it takes the our pictures. Like this is also input device. Next, microphone. Microphones are all you all are familiar. Microphones. And one more thing is, yes, it is a like it is voice input device. Use it to send our voice into the computer. If you want to send your voice into your computer, we use microphone here. And scanner. Scanner is also an input device. It is used to send images and text directly into your computer. We cannot keep physically into the computer, but if you want any hard copy or any pictures into the computer, if you want to put direct into the computer, just we can use scanner and we can scan the pictures and we can see on the screen. And next one is barcode scanner. You can see in big DMarts also, big malls, they used barcode readers so that they can identify the label. And in the process of billing, they used barcode scanner to scan the bar, and for the pricing and manufacturing date, if you want to see. And barcode reader is also a one type of input device only to identify the barcodes on the particular item. They use barcode scanner. Next one is magnetic character recognition reader, MICR reader. But mostly these we can see on the checks, bank checks. These are also input devices just to read and identify magnetized characters printed on a document such as bank checks. So we can see these MICR reader means we can see these characters on the bank checks. So to identify like magnetized characters. Next one is output devices. Output devices means mainly monitor and speakers, printers. You know that. Other than speakers and printers, we have projector and smartboard also coming under these output devices. See, we can see monitor, printer, speaker, data projector, smartboard. Next, first one is monitor. Monitor is used to display output on the screen. So it is output devices, and printer to get the hard copy from the computer. So printers are different types like laser printer, dot matrix printer, And inkjet printer, laser printer, this is the latest one we are using, laser printer. So this is the laser technology to print text or images on paper. If you compare with other printer, this is the best technology it is using. It gives the best quality also. And inkjet printer, like it is spraying some ink on the paper. So we can see some ink bottles here in the right side. You can see some colorful bottles. It just sprays ink on the paper, so that it gives some colors on the colorful prints also. Next one is dot matrix printer. Dot matrix means the letters, it looks like a joining of dots. It looks like a joining of dots. So that is called, it is a dot matrix. Now speakers is also a output device. It produces the music or other sounds from the computer. Next, data projector. Projector is also output device. If you connect the projector, whatever we are showing on the screen and the computer, that we can see on the screen. Next is smart board. Smart boards is also output device. It displays images on a connected computer screen, same like that projector only. And these are about input devices and output devices. I hope you all are understand, because you already familiar with these all concepts. And in the next session, I'm going to explain you storage devices and processing devices. After the completion of this chapter, I'm going to provide the study material so that you can maintain the notebook. Thank you.